18-year-old daughter was out jogging about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And she came back and she was just white as a ghost, scared.
Yeah.
I said, "What's the matter, Becky?" She said, "I just saw Bigfoot." I said, "Are you sure it wasn't a bear?"
Yeah.
She said, "No, Dad." She said, "I saw Bigfoot." She said he was like 7 foot tall.
All right. Did she
And then-
describe him at all, or?
Well, she didn't, that I recall. So
So-
she was scared.
Okay. So how far from this location did that happen?
About 3/4 of a mile.
She was just out jogging in the woods, and
Yeah, that gas line up here.
It happened the early morning, January 1st, and we were coming back from a New Year's party, and we were up on Rockton Mountain, and something ran out in front of us, and it was apparent that it was a bipedal creature. And we didn't see the head of the creature, but we did see the rest of its body. I couldn't make out any hair or anything, but I definitely made out arm swing and 2 feet. And the most distinguishing feature of the thing was it had white feet. So we kind of thought that was odd.
And when you guys looked in your rear view, you didn't see anything? Just
Oh no, it was gone. My husband said that he thought it looked like it wanted to slow down when it got to the wood line.
Yeah.
And he said, well, maybe it's peeking out at us or something. And I said, I don't care, go, just keep going. And I didn't want to be here.
Anything at all, no sounds for like maybe a half an hour, a good while. Then it threw a rock from that direction. You can see how thick this is. Somehow or other, that rock traveled without hitting any of these branches and deflecting off of anything. It's the most amazing thing. And it landed right here. Like, if you would have drew, like, say, a 10-foot circle around where our fire was, it would have landed within that circle. You could hear the rock clipping the leaves as it came through the trees. It sounded like it must have came from 50 yards away. The rock was probably about like that size, maybe like the size of a walnut, maybe bigger, a little bit bigger. And it was quiet again for a while, maybe like a half hour. My friend Steve, he said, you know what, I'm gonna find out what this thing is. I'm gonna go up there. And before we could talk him out of it, he took off going up that direction. And he said that he came back about 10 minutes later. He said whatever it was outdistancing him easily. He could hear it. He got close enough to it that he could hear it going through the brush. But he said it was going through brush like nothing, like it wasn't even there. He said there was no way he could have caught up with it. So he came back. And the rock throwing, the wood knocking, the whooping, whistling calls. For years, I never said it was a Bigfoot, but I mean, I don't know what else it could be.
Hi, I'm Stan Gordon. Pennsylvania has 44,820 square miles of land area, and it's also the 33rd largest of the 50 states. And throughout Pennsylvania, we have many mountainous ranges as well as thickly wooded forestry regions and much wooded areas. And it's an area that there's been consistent reports from quite a lot of the state of people seeing these strange, hairy, Bigfoot-type creatures. The question remains, of these different regions, is it possible that some type of unknown specimen of hairy man-like or ape-like creatures could exist? We're here in Derry Township, not too far from Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Westmoreland County. This is an area that historically numerous reports of Bigfoot encounters have been received. Actually, reports from the 1950s, very, very active during the 1970s, and many reports in the 1980s, 1990s, and more recent years. And why there's so much activity along this area is something we still don't have an explanation for. Every year, reports continue of people reporting encounters with these strange hairy beasts from throughout Pennsylvania. Welcome to the movie Mountain Devil, to search for Frank Peterson.